Ramadan Kareem, and what is the end of week 8 of distance learning. We're about halfway through, I think, until the end of term. As you can see, I'm not in my garden with the beautiful plants behind. I'm actually in the office. I've popped in because I needed to do a little bit of work in the office today. And it's funny, BSAC's empty without our students and staff, and I don't mean physically empty, it's emotionally empty as well. It's a bit of a shell, so I can't wait for the day when we all return and have that hustle and bustle through our corridors. Big thank you to parents for sharing with us this week a number of pieces of work that the children have been doing or young adults have been doing. I've received a few things, and also staff have passed those on to me, and it's really great to see some of the creative ways people are tackling this situation and the work that's being created. So a big thank you to parents for your support and keeping things going at home. And I do understand the challenges, both personally I understand them, and I know that it's not easy with juggling your own job or domestic life as well. So thank you very much for that. Big thank you for completing the surveys that were sent out. Our survey, we got a very good response rate and some great feedback, and positively looked at by and large, and some positive feedback in terms of things we can do even better, and we'll start actioning those as well. And again, thank you to the random sample of parents, students and staff who completed the survey that ADEX sent out. I think it was due back last Tuesday, so thank you for doing that. I just want to sort of talk about a bit of a personal challenge, really. I've got 3 teenage children, and I must admit that their life has become even more nocturnal than normal teenagers' lives do. And this has been quite a challenge for us because the normal routines of the day are not there as such. My 2 who are still officially at BSAC, year 13 and year 11, their studies have finished. They're on the extended curriculum and they're working, but they've become sort of night owls, and that's been quite a challenge for us. So what we've done is we've got some family exercise going during the day. Help try and keep us a little bit fitter. So if you are struggling for things and you get some time, some family exercise has been really rewarding for us. These sort of 20-minute high-intensity sessions that you can find on YouTube, we've been doing those on a daily basis. And it's really got the endorphins going and feel a lot better from that. And it adds a little bit of a routine to the day. The other thing I've been doing is I've been challenged by a former colleague of mine from years ago to do 25 press-ups a day for 25 days, and I'm on day 5, so that's another one out there. That's for a particular cause, and you nominate people each day. So anyone who's seen me doing press-ups and has mocked them, you'll be nominated next, so just be careful. I also want to say a big thank you to our community. A number of people out there are reaching out to help others, and that's really heartwarming. We all take this situation very differently, and to hear that people are reaching out and checking in on people is fantastic. We've got one family who has been sending iftar boxes to a number of our staff still on site, our housekeeping team and our security, sending iftar boxes for Ramadan, and that's been really well received, and such a lovely gesture and the thought behind that. So where you are reaching out to our community, helping people who may be a little bit more vulnerable or just struggling slightly, thank you for doing that, and we're hearing that all the time. And if you do feel someone's maybe struggling and you haven't reached out to them, just drop them a call or set up a conference call with them. It will be greatly appreciated, and you don't realise how much that means to people. So thank you to all those who are doing that. Finally, from me, I know there's been lots of things in the news recently about what next term is going to look like. We're planning various scenarios. Obviously, ideally, it will be back to the true BSAC normal, but we don't know, and that is a fact. Nobody knows at this point what the situation is, but we're planning on various things. The press has obviously released various scenarios that may be in place from September. We haven't had anything official, so rather than speculate or be concerned, as I said from the very outset of this, BSAC will only communicate official news to you. So we haven't heard anything, so we're not communicating anything out. As soon as we hear anything, regarding what the state of play will be come September, you will be the first to know. You have a right to know. You're our community, and we will communicate that directly with you. So regardless of what is being said out in the community, we have not heard anything officially, and as soon as we do, you will hear. Lastly, have a great weekend. Step away from the screens. Again, another thing from the outset, I've been concerned about screen time. So please do switch off, have time together as a family, have that break, that well-deserved break, and support one another. And please do stay safe. Thank you.